Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Blockbird Cryptocurrency. Well, looks like we're in a sea of red today. Market is crashing. $390 billion market cap. Let's see what it is if I refresh the page. 391. So just went up $1 billion in a few seconds. But nevertheless, it's been on a downward trajectory throughout the day. So what is causing this news? Well, there are several things. There's the possible third party hack of Binance. For those of you who do not know, there was allegedly a hack with Binance where those people who were using API with trading bots, API basically is the interface that connects an exchange to outside third party software where you can have programs making automatic trades. And apparently, there was a hack with that software. So Binance itself was not hacked. But here's the story to the Binance hack. And there's also news about crypto regulation. US and foreign regulators are teaming up on crypto. And finally, what I think a lot of people maybe are not talking about is the Tokyo Whale. The Tokyo Whale, Bitcoin's whale, has sold $400 million and he's not done yet. So there are rumors floating around that Mr. Kobayashi, who is a lawyer who currently holds funds from the Mt. Gox exchange to recompensate investors who lost money. He has been slowly offloading these bitcoins, and he holds $1.9 billion worth of bitcoins. All right. So let's talk a little bit about this guy. The Tokyo attorney and bankruptcy trustee for the now defunct Mt. Gox exchange to close on Wednesday that he sold 400 million of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash since late September. Kobayashi, who's liquidating the tokens on behalf of Mt. Gox creditors, has another $1.9 billion soft load. So, this guy could be unloading some of these Bitcoins and obviously dropping the price. So for those who Mt. Gox, of course, I'm sure all of you do, but 850,000 Bitcoins were lost. However, later the company recovered 200,000 Bitcoins, and this lawyer, this trustee, has been offloading these Bitcoins into the market. And apparently he made a major move on February 6th. We all remember February 6th. For those of you who don't, let's get a historical snapshot of February 6th. Let's see here. 3 month. And February 6th is when we had this huge market crash where we were down to $279 billion. So those are a few of the possibilities of what could be going on. But that's besides the point. I'm not going to bore you with speculation on why this is happening, but it is happening. So let's talk a little bit about how to approach this and how I am approaching this bear market and today's crash. Well, I want to use Litecoin as my model. So for those of you who have watched some of my videos, you know that I'm a big fan of Vert, and thus I'm a big fan of Litecoin. The two are like peanut butter and jelly. Litecoin is the Bitcoin, what Vertcoin is the Litecoin. So I'm constantly trading in and out of these three currencies. I think they are great long-term investment strategies, especially Vertcoin, in terms of multipliers, and Bitcoin being the best in terms of volatility, and Litecoin being somewhere in between. But I think these are three great cryptocurrencies. So I remember the early February market crash. I remember waking up and seeing Litecoin at this price. Let's look at the historical data. February 6th. low $106. Um, and I think when I saw it, it was about 109 maybe on Coinbase, 110. You know, Coinbase likes to charge a markup. And I remember buying some Litecoin, and I subsequently remember my holdings going up 100%, basically doing a 2x flip within a couple of days. It was quite remarkable. However, in light of that meteoric rise, I was highly concerned. As you all remember, we had a lot of good news coming out about Litecoin. We had LightPay. There was also some developments with, well, not necessarily good news, but some developments to pump up the price with Litecoin Cash. So new investors are coming in, buying up Litecoin so they could get their 10 Litecoin Cash. So there was a lot of buzz around Litecoin. And I was really happy with my holdings because I had essentially doubled my funds overnight, and I actually forked that into some other things. But I also remember being disappointed because Litecoin was sitting at 200 and some dollars, 230, $220. And just 3 weeks ago, it was sitting at this, $106. So you guys have heard me talk about being cheap in this market. And to see an asset rise so quickly, it really does spoil you. And at a certain point, you refuse to get any more until it revisits that price. And it may never revisit that price, and that's fine. But there's that part of you that just can't convince yourself to spend $200 plus on an asset when just a few weeks ago you spent half that price. And so that's what I want to focus on, getting in on currencies at a great entry point. So when you do that, when we have downturns like this, your positions are bulletproof because you create bottoms. Now, I know you're not a whale. It takes a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money to be a Litecoin whale. But you can actually be a whale with some of these super micro cap currencies where you go on the exchange and you set the price. Don't let the market set the price for you. So if it's trading for $1 per coin or token, and you feel deep down inside and you've seen it with your own eyes, that same coin just a few days ago trading at 60 cents, don't FOMO. You need to focus on Zen. Now, that opportunity may pass you by. It may continue to rise. But more than likely, that coin or token will retrace back to that position that you think is a good entry point. And I think in markets like this is when the real money is made. Those of you who have been sitting on the sidelines with fiat, now may be a good time to enter into your positions. For me, it's not. We've peeled back a significant amount, but 391 is not good enough for me. I remember $279 billion just a few weeks ago, less than a month ago. Or I guess now we're approximately at 1 month precisely. That is too fresh in my memory to justify purchasing an asset. So traders like myself, and I hope traders like you, are looking forward to these moments. Now, it may not trace back any further, and if it doesn't, that's fine. Because you have already entered the market previously at great entry points, and you'll just watch those positions grow as the market increases. However, if the market does retrace back to, say, 279 billion, it's unlikely, but it's possible, and I expect maybe about 50-50 in this market. Um, and I can feel far more comfortable at night knowing that I went into a position at a great entry point than worrying about how much it'll grow in the short term. So I just want to kind of give you some knowledge and some plans of action. So, in terms of what you can do, try to find your favorite cryptocurrency, look at its historic price. Where was it at on February 6th during this crash? Or even February 7th? But don't be the sucker who buys it not even at an all-time high, but something that is up 70%, 80% from a recent low. So I'm going to be in the markets. I'm going to be putting in my limit orders for, heck, maybe $108, $109, $110. And I think that'll be my strategy. Well, I just want to just give you this video really quickly, guys, and tell you what I'm doing and some of my thoughts, and also give you some updates on the market. I've not forgotten about the quick dirty crypto deal. That's going to be was looking like it's more so going to be a weekly thing, simply because, well, the pickings are slim. There's not a lot of quality out there. However, I have honed in on a project, and I should be releasing a quick dirty deal sometime near the end of the week or the weekend, if not before. If I do it before, it'll be on Twitter. So if you have not seen my videos already, be sure to follow me on Twitter. And here's my account. It's Blockbird Cryptocurrency, and that's Blockbird_IO. If you want to follow my quick dirty deal of the day before it is released on YouTube. And that's about all, guys. This is not financial advice. This is how I would approach the market. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.